Hollywood loves to throw scuba diving into movies here and there without clearly consulting anyone, especially professionals. Apparently, the new Mission Impossible movie has a scuba diving scene, so I'm going to watch it and react. I'm hoping for the best when it comes to Mission Impossible because of Tom Cruise and his history with stunts, and I'm intrigued as to whether he did it, what his experience is, because I don't honestly know. Yeah, I'm going to turn the movie on, watch it, and then start recording when the scuba diving scene comes on because I'm not sure at what point in the movie it is, and if it's at the end. You don't want to watch me watching Mission Impossible the whole thing. I have my day off ginger beer here, which I reserve for my days off because it takes me back to Australia and it's very expensive. Nice. Oh, let's do some ASMR. We live and die in the shadows. And for those we never meet. I hope that was nice. So it's been an hour and I think we're approaching the scuba scene, so I'm going to start recording. I will say, not the biggest fan of this movie so far. I always watch these movies with a political lens on because I wrote my dissertation on the relationship between the military and Hollywood. So movies like these, like, I like them entertainment-wise, but like politically I'm just like, yeah, I honestly can't watch any movies the same. But I can still try and enjoy them. Although this one, I'm like, I saw the big Israel flag and I was just like, ugh. Which is very interesting because the movie is saying that Israel has nuclear weapons, which we all know is true. But I just thought that was interesting, the fact that the military is involved with this project. And I don't know, anyway. Okay, we're rolling with the homies. What is that from? Rolling with the homies. I don't know. The earphones are going in. It's 10:19. Let's see what time this finishes because obviously I'm commentating. I'll be talking, so let's hope it's not too long.
Depending on how deep that wreck is, Ethan will have severe decompression sickness before he reaches the surface.
Which is why we have this.
What the hell is that?
So the whole plan entails Ethan getting decompression sickness. I don't know what depth this submarine is, but I'm assuming it's deep. If you don't know, in scuba diving, you have limits to your diving. So you can only dive at certain depths for a certain amount of time before you need to do decompression stops. So we wear computers, which basically tells us our no deco limits, so how long we can stay at a certain depth before decompression is required. If you need to decompress, it means you need to stay at a certain level for a certain time. So the nitrogen can release from your body because if you come up too quickly with the nitrogen, it will expand in your tissues and cause lots of problems. If this happens in an emergency situation, for some reason you come up too quickly and miss your decompression stop, or you miss your safety stop and you just come up straight from depth, you have to go into a decompression chamber to save your life. And obviously we don't plan to use decompression chambers. It's there as a very last step in emergency situations. But no, their plan is literally he's going to get the bends, so we need to have a decompression chamber so he can go in it. Again, I don't know how deep this is, but I assume it's deep. And I don't know what gas mixture he's going to be on or whether he's going to be on air. Air becomes toxic at, I think, like 56 meters. So again, I'm sure the submarine is deeper than 56 meters, so I don't think he would be on air because you can get oxygen toxicity, which you can convulse, which is not. Even Ethan Hunt, I don't think, could save himself from convulsions underwater. Yeah, so I don't know how deep it is and to how long his deco stops would be, but some of them can be for a considerable amount of time. The deepest dive, I can't remember what it was, but the deepest scuba dive so far is 332.35 meters. The bottom time was 15 minutes and the ascent was 13 hours. So it takes a long time to decompress. So yeah, I don't know how deep this sub is. I guess we will find out.
This is a state-of-the-art inflatable hyperbaric decompression chamber.
You're not serious.
So I missed the fact that it was inflatable. Can you imagine if that existed? That would be, oh my gosh, that would be incredible. That would change the diving industry. Most of the time, especially in remote locations, when there's diving accidents, it can take a considerable amount of time to reach the nearest decompression chamber. So that would be insane. Someone, can you please invent this?
What if he drowns before we get there?
In all likelihood, he will. But in water that cold, the hypothermia will slow down his metabolic functions and buy us time to revive him.
That's your plan.
Okay. This is true. So they're trying to kill him. But this is really true. Like there's a term for it. Okay, we have a guest. Saying hi. Hi. This is Whiskers. Hey. Last time I think we had Tails, but this one's Whiskers. I have 3. I know this may sound crazy to people who are not familiar with this kind of concept, but yeah, this near drowning in frozen water is true. And I'm pretty sure this was a question on my instructor exam about near drowning and like who is most likely to survive, someone that did this versus someone that drowned in a frozen lake. And if I'm right, isn't this what Meredith had in Grey's Anatomy? Because the water's so cold in Seattle, she had like near drowning. Yeah, it's a thing. But I can't. No, I can believe they would do this. It's Mission Impossible. Yes, this is real. Yes, the military allowed this to happen, and they get script approval and can influence the movie by allowing them to use. Well, Hollywood actually pays as well, so they'll pay to use the military's functions.
Please.
She looks like she's about to cry.
We can give you one. Desal!
What was the director's direction there? No.
Where the hell are you going?
Fucking hell. God, it must be freezing. That's fucking terrifying. That's terrifying. Look, the way they just pop up. Oh my god. Also, I didn't know you could use a taser in the water. I don't know much about tasers, but I assume they're not waterproof. Was he wearing that before? Was he wearing a wetsuit and a weight belt? Okay, he's wearing the wetsuit.
Bogey's at 2.
Was he wearing the weight belt?
Where the hell are you going?
I cannot see a weight belt. No weight belt. Okay, no weight belt. Whoa, look at his calf muscles. So the diver must have put a weight belt on him. They put a mask on. They tased him, put a weight belt on him, put a mask on him. Hot shower after diving. It's a no-no.
Must be Captain Bledsoe.
And you must be out of your mind.
It reminds me of, you must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president of Washington's gonna... Look, it's been 10 years, okay?
Designed to reduce decompression time after diving at profound depths.
It does this by means of an exotic mixture of oxygen and inert gases. You'll need to do an extended breathe up for your body to handle it.
Exactly what kind of gases are we talking about?
That's classified.
Assuming you're on
Did you say it's classified, the gases? I'm no tech diver. I know very little about tech diving and blending gases and things like that. I am enriched air nitrox certified. I'm an instructor, but that is obviously just oxygen, nitrogen. It's what we usually breathe. We change the percentages. So I'm so intrigued. Why would it be classified? Do they have this new gas that they're breathing?
For 20 minutes or less, your time in decompression will be cut down from days to hours.
Theoretically.
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 We haven't tested the Mark 7 below 300.
300 feet?
To conserve air.
Only 300 feet. 300 feet, that's only 91 meters. Which is deep. It's deep. I'm not gonna deny that, but that's interesting.
Which means guaranteed HPNS. High pressure nervous syndrome.
You should expect tremors, shakes, dizziness, disorientation, and mental confusion.
And all of it under extreme pressure.
Even if the Mark 7 works as designed, you still won't have enough mixture for a slow ascent.
That means you're guaranteed to get the bends.
Nitrogen in your muscle tissue expands into your bloodstream.
Excruciating pain. Convulsions. Complete loss of muscle control.
You'll have maybe 20 minutes to get to the decompression chamber.
I don't like how this movie
Without the
keeps
decompression chamber.
flashing forward. It's really
dead.
throwing me off. I don't know. It's like I like seeing scuba diving in movies. Like I feel like a lot of people have heard of the bends, even non-divers. And movies like this, I like seeing diving represented within the media because it's not that often and usually it is wrong, aka they're calling it oxygen. So it's nice to see like technical diving represented. But is this going to scare people from not diving? I don't know. I'm curious as to your opinion. If you think movies like this cause people to not want to go diving, or do you think it would inspire people to go diving because they're like, oh, Tom Cruise did it? Which again, I'm surprised Tom Cruise hasn't done this in a movie before. Let me Google it. Tom Cruise is a scuba diver and he has said that one of the reasons he loves the underwater world is because fish don't know who he is.
The depth at your location is 500 feet. Figure 19 minutes to your target,
500
10 minutes on
feet
task.
is 152 meters. Oof, that's deep.
And don't forget, you must exhale continuously as you rise to the surface. Hold your breath, your lungs will explode.
The VHF.
We tend to say your lungs will expand or overexpand, but he's like, no, your lungs will explode. Maybe I'll say that the next time I'm doing a Discover Scuba Dive about why we never hold our breath, your lungs will explode. I'm intrigued as to what he's going to do with no fins on. Oh my god, did you see those? They did a Hunger Games.
Maneuvering. Slow to 10 knots.
Now, I'm sure Hunger Games is not the first time they changed an aspect ratio of a movie, if that's what you even call it. That's so cool. As he turned the wheel, the screen aspect ratio changed. Oh my gosh. Oh, we've got two. We've got one over here and then one over... Give me one moment, please. Opens a little. Stops. Opens a little. Stops. That's cool. Is this the first time this movie's been in this ratio? Oh, this is hard to watch. How are you moving anywhere with no fins on? Why would they not give him fins? Oh, look at that movement in the water. What the fuck? Okay, I was liking it up until now. How is he gonna surface with no fins? He's just gonna use his hands? Whoa, those flares are crazy. I do want to see how it was filmed. It's like the Inception room thing, isn't it? I will give it to Tom Cruise. He is a great actor and what he puts his body through is crazy. However, bit of a problematic person, isn't he? I believe this has one of the biggest budgets ever. I'm gonna Google it. Jurassic World Dominion has the most expensive production. Okay, it's approximately $400 million. So it's more than Fast 10. Oh my gosh, Fast 10 had 379 million. So it's number 4, no, number 5. It just tops Fast 10. Fast 10 your seatbelt. Oh god, is he gonna go on a torpedo shoot? scene. Oh, because it doesn't fit. Oh my god. Dude, I wish I watched this in the cinema. Oh my god. Now that's kind of crazy. Oh my god. How deep is he here? Like 300 meters? Oh, his lungs are gone for... No, his lungs are gone. Ain't no way. Yeah, the Ben... Oh my gosh, you're completely Ben. He's alive, but... I don't know why you're celebrating, love. Get him into a deco chamber now. Okay, he is in one. No way he's just gonna get up and walk away without like a... No way. I know this is a movie, guys. Don't come at me. Okay, I'm glad this is over because I've been filming for over an hour and my battery is low. Okay, well, that was the scuba diving scene in Mission Impossible. There is still an hour left of this movie, but I am not going to finish it tonight because it's nearly midnight. So I'm going to finish it here and finish it tomorrow. Overall opinion, cool to see it, especially in this kind of concept. Very obviously dramatized, but I do like that they put in all of the decompression and bends and all of that lot. Obviously very unrealistic, although I don't know what these Navy SEALs and military operations, who knows what they kind of have. Would love to know what gas he was breathing, and don't try this at home. The way he's just fine now because he's in a decompression chamber, ain't no way. Well, he was at 300 meters, no, 200 meters, at least 100 meters, but then it dropped, so no, I reckon he was at 200 meters and came up. You're telling me he was blowing out the whole time? Because remember, if you don't blow bubbles out as you're rising, what's going to happen to your lungs? Like the guy said, they're going to explode. And because he wasn't wearing his suit, he couldn't breathe. Like, that's why the #1 rule of scuba diving is never hold your breath. He couldn't do that. He could only blow out, which is what you learn in your Caesar, to always blow out when you go up. But at 300 meters, I think not. So, sir, you're going to have a long over expansion. Anyway, that was the final reckoning. If you have more scuba diving movies you want me to recreate, please let me know, because, yeah, I do have a list of scuba diving movies that I want to react to. However, if you know of any, please let me know. If you want another reaction video, I did do a Fool's Gold reaction, although that was a while ago now. I filmed that many months ago, so things look very different here. The cats are a lot bigger. If you want to watch that, like, subscribe, follow me on all channels, Caught in the Blue, and I'll see you next time.